kind of that grayy blue door finish mixed with the gold.
Yeah.
Do you have any gold?
It's striking, yeah.
Striking. There you
wanna
go.
see
That's
it?
a great word. Hey, what's up? It's Brandon with NCC TV, and today we're on site with Luke from Contour Cabinets, talking about different door hardware and finishes.
So as we talked about with doors, there's endless options to cabinet door hardware, whether it's pulls or knobs or things that integrate with your cabinetry. One of the nice parts about what's currently in style with cabinetry is that there's really no rules when it comes to the hardware. There was a time when your plumbing fixtures had to match your door hardware, had to match your light fixtures, and everything had to match, so it was all chrome, right? Like, so it was either all chrome or all stainless or all oil rub bronze, whereas now the rules have kind of been thrown out the window and we're using mixing and matching materials even within one room. So like in a kitchen, for example, you could have like black hardware on your white cabinets and then brass hardware on your island, like it's like a dark gray or something like that. So it's nice to be able to mix and match a lot of these really cool products, and you don't have to just necessarily be stuck to one finish.
Right, and that's kind of one of the downsides by going to a production builder, is you're generally faced with, you can pick from this board of handles, like 10.
Yeah.
Whereas it looks like you have about 1,000 different options.
Yeah,
I think
this is just some options we've handpicked that we like to show the clients. Like there's probably over 300 handles in here that we can show people. Typically what we do, because there's such a variation in handles, just like say plumbing fixtures, we provide the customer with an allowance for a reasonably priced handle, and then they can add or subtract from that as necessary depending on what they pick. Obviously there's handles that are extremely expensive and some that are more cost effective, but we have all options. Some appliance pulls are upwards of $500 per pull, so the cost can get pretty up there. So, but what we like to do is have kind of a base option that still looks really nice, a cost effective option that's functional, still looks custom, but then also have some different options for them too.
Could you show us some of those base standard handles that you would provide a budget or an allowance for your customer?
Yep.
Just so we can kind of see, like, you know, what is the budget allowance for general handle, I guess.
Yeah, so this board we're looking at here is more high-end. This is all MTech, so this would be all things that are over what we allow as our base one. But typically from Richelieu or from Marathon, you're gonna have your options within our $6 per pull allowance. I mean, obviously that allowance fluctuates as things change in terms of the industry, like everything's getting more expensive, so that we move up and down with time. The biggest difference is that most of these pulls on this board, with the exception of these fancier ones, are close to that allowance or within that allowance, but if we go to bigger sizes is when they start to get more expensive. So typically we try to do like a 5 or a 6 inch pull on everything, whether we're mixing and matching with a knob on the doors and a pull on the drawers is pretty popular as well. But if we start oversizing, like if we have a really big bank of drawers, for example, we'll put like a 10 or a 12 inch pull on it.
And so a lot of these come in different lengths and sizes.
Yeah, different lengths, sizes, and finishes.
Is this a magnet?
Yeah, these ones are on magnets, so it's kind of nice because we can take them off when a client's here with all their samples, and we can set them out.
Show it right on the door.
Instead of all just being on a door, and if they want, they can even take it with them and see how it looks in the
One of the things that I've learned over the years was that you're generally looking at a wall of handles, and then you can't place the wall of handles on your door. So
that's why we made these magnet boards for that.
Yeah, that's super cool. It's creative, and I really like this handle. I don't know why I'm drawn to it. Maybe because it's
got a really cool like wardrobe pull. Yeah. You can, like we were talking about mixing and matching, this is a fairly expensive pull. This is about $15 per handle, but you wouldn't use that on every door in your house, right? Like let's say you do your kitchen all in something more standard, but you have like some lockers in your mudroom, and you can dress it up with something like that.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well I see a bunch of, what would these be called, linear?
Edge pulls.
Edge pulls?
Yeah.
Do you have any on display here?
If you're going for a more sleek, modern, maybe European look for your kitchen, these are really popular, which is an edge pull. So what that means is it's a pull that doesn't mount on the face of the door like typical pulls would. A little more traditional look. These are really hidden, really integrated, and you don't really see them. This door in particular opens vertically. It's like an awning opening style. There's a whole host of different types of these doors as well. So this is another different way that these can open vertically, where the door pivots up and out of the way. This was really, really popular when people were doing more of these like European style, really sleek classic kitchens. It still has its place, but like I said, we're gearing more towards like natural woods and a little more traditional.
Yeah, I think that this style of door lived when the high end, high gloss system was really popular. And the other thing that I've learned over the years too with these vertical lift up options,
Yeah.
is that if this was up there,
Yes.
Betty Sue, I don't know if her name is Betty Sue, but Betty Sue probably isn't tall enough to necessarily grab that and pull it down. So I think that that's where they obviously you can get them motorized as well.
You can, yeah, you can get a servo drive, but a door, so to your point, like this door, which is also equipped with a push to open, just pops open. But like you said, we're 6 feet tall and can reach this, whereas for some people it's up and out of the way. So that's just a design consideration we take into account when we're designing a kitchen with a client as to how those things will actually work. And they may come in with an idea of something they absolutely have to have, but when we talk through the function of it day to day, we may tweak their design accordingly so it works better for them.
And I noticed too, back to this pole that's kind of discreetly hidden, it's white on white, but these poles do come in black, gold, all different kinds of colors, so they can actually work as a kind of like a micro accent on the door finish.
Definitely.
And they actually, I really like when we use them when they're on a drawer and we've got a sleek, thin-faced door front, and then we have that micro little accent on there. It's just a subtle little handle that makes the cabinet kind of pop a little bit more.
Yeah.
So these are those poles that we're talking about that come in different finishes, different colors.
Yeah.
The cabinet that's over there obviously has a white, but this is a black and stainless option. Then we've got this kind of bronzy gold. I love this magnet board here.
There's always a functional component as well. So while this edge pull looks amazing and it's really sleek, it also has the smallest amount of grab to physically use it.
Yeah.
If you're somebody that you have arthritis, or you may not want to go with a handle like this, so there's always other options. And Richelieu realized this, and they remade their edge pull with a much more substantial grab on it. So this is same look, just more functional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess that the self close does add some restriction
When you
to the
open it,
drawer.
yeah.
So
Slight, but-
so if you do have a little bit of arthritis, those, I guess, concealed door hardware options might not be the best choice.
Totally. Yeah.
Let's go look at that beautiful display of handles that I've been eyeing up for the last hour.
The Spinny Marathon board.
Spinny Marathon. I didn't know it had a name.
Yeah, Marathon.
Oh, it does. It is called Marathon. Ooh, look at these ones.
So this is just another wall of samples, and like I said, these are all just ones we've handpicked, the ones that we like.
Yeah.
Marathon alone has thousands of handles, but we try to pare it down. Like, you want to give clients options, but you don't want to make it so overwhelming for them that they don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
So even sometimes we'll pick 4 or 5 handles for them to start with, and then they can narrow it down from there. And they typically very quickly realize what they like and what they don't like. And you also let them know some of the realities of how some of them work or don't work, like we talked about.
Like, I'm really drawn to this black and gold, and earlier how you talked about this mixing of metals.
Totally.
But like that can still be elegant and modern.
Yep.
All in this, and that would look amazing on a white oak, a lacquered door.
Yeah, dark blue lacquered door.
The dark
if you're doing
blue,
like office cabinetry or like full height closets or something like that, this would look amazing. Something like that.
I really love the kind of that grayy blue door finish mixed with the gold.
Yeah.
Do you have any gold?
It's striking. Yeah.
Striking. There
you
you
wanna
go.
see
That's a great word. Let's demo that. So here's a bunch of different golden hardware options.
Yep. One cool part now about what's in style is that just because you want to, if you have a piece in your kitchen, like let's say we did your island in this blue, like dark blue, and you really like this look, you don't have to have brass for all your handles. We can use brass for just the island and then switch that same pull into a chrome or into a black for the rest of your cabinets and really mix and match. Gives you the opportunity to get some of these really cool looks and features without having to do it throughout the entire house.
I noticed too, a lot of our customers are intimidated by selecting items. And I have always told all of our customers that it's important to work with a designer.
Absolutely.
Because the designer understands the value of mixing metals and understands the value of mixing woods.
Yeah.
And honestly, just pick somebody that is well known and that you can see some of their styles.
Yeah.
Like if you go to Instagram and you search up your designer, generally their flavor of design lives on their
Yep.
Instagram account. And so if you like what they're doing for other people,
Yeah.
then there's a good chance you'll like what they could do for you.
Yeah.
And I think that, I feel like me and you could make these decisions now because
Yeah.
we've been working alongside them for so long.
We're in the industry and we've seen it all,
Yeah.
but most people are coming from a place where they have their old kitchen and they haven't even thought about what colors they'd put in their new kitchen. So you're right, having a designer is crucial to the project,
Yeah.
to not only selecting everything but ahead of time and being able to order and have materials ready for the time construction actually starts, but to be able to mix and match things that most people wouldn't even think of.
Right. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time today to talk to us about door hardware and door options, obviously integrating some designer elements into there. But thanks for your time. We've got a lot more videos coming out with you and the process of installing cabinets, constructing cabinets, and so on. So thanks for your time today, and make sure to like and subscribe. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're gonna do? Like and subscribe? Make sure to like and subscribe to this video. We've got a lot more coming out in the future, and